Happy holidays. All right, we'll try that again. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Season's greetings. Felicias fiestas. And a blue holiday to you all. It's right that last greeting gives us pause. A pause in the midst of the festivals of light of Hanukkah and Yule and Christmas, of New Year's Eve and Kwanzaa. A pause to recognize that alongside our celebrations, we need to slow down and we need to care for one another. Have you ever wondered why there are so many festivals of light clustered at the midpoint of winter? Those joy-filled songs and the exchanges of gifts and the gathering of people when our nights are the longest. Well, one of many reasons is that it is a pause, a recognition that we are halfway between the bright feelings of sunlit days and the solitary quiet of moonlit nights. It is time to recognize both sides of our holidays, the celebrations of the light and the celebrations of the blues. And when we do, when we take the time to pause, we make them holy days, deep with an expression of who we are as individuals with our many feelings, and real, connected in our care for one another that expresses belonging. In this hour together, we are going to take that pause. We're going to allow the blues within and among us as part of our celebrations of the light. And when we do this, we are honoring the holy days among us. Our services here are not possible without the time and talent of many people, of course, and so we thank our teams for the service to the congregation, our welcomers who greeted you, our AV team for ensuring that you can hear and see what's happening, whether you're here or whether you're joining us via Zoom or later during a recording, and our hospitality team offering refreshments so that we may extend our fellowship after the service and be together for longer. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Today, I want to also thank and recognize our pastoral care team. Not only do they do our continuous work of caring for the congregation and our sorrows and celebrating our joys, but they have been an inspiration for this service. So thank you, Michelle, and thank you, Joel, and thank you, Tom, and Sally, and thank you, Silvana, and thank you, Cheryl. Thank you. I'm Reverend Matthew. I'm the pastor with you all here. And on behalf of our congregation, of Chris, our music director, Stacy, with our children as coordinator of religious education, Joel, our song leader, and our special choir ensemble that's singing this morning, with Summer, who is our pastoral associate co-leading the service, I welcome you to Mountain Vista Unitarian Universalist Congregation. It is good in these holy days that we have chosen to be together.
Good morning, everyone. Our chalice lighting today, Blue Christmas, This Too Belongs by Reverend Carrie Kopnick. The mantra, This Too Belongs, is from a talk by respected Buddhist teacher Tara Brach, used with gratitude and appreciation. The sound of rain, not cheerful songs. The quiet, rocking chair, not traditions of the season. The early sunset, not dancing lights. Loss, tender heart, hollow soul, heavy days. Grief is welcome, a sacred part of the mourning, of the bereft, of the weeping. Amidst the celebrating, this too belongs. This too is holy. It binds us to our ancestors, the earth, the stars. Yet still, a steaming mug of tea warms the belly. The dog wags its tail, and the cat purrs. There are laughter and tears, sometimes both beside the joy. This too belongs. Sharing human suffering is connection. Hearts like stones are held by all that is. Grief and light intertwined. This too belongs. Thank you.
Of course, how could we have a service titled Blue Christmas and not sing that song? It's originally from 1948, written in 1948. The first couple of recordings sounded more like how we're going to sing it this morning. Of course, the famous recording y'all know is from 1957 with Elvis Presley, which actually didn't get issued as a single. It was on his Christmas record that year, but it didn't get issued as a single until 1962. So it didn't even become the hit that we know until well into the 60s. This was written originally for, we used to call it the United Nations of Carolers. The soprano was a Buddhist, our alto was a Lutheran, our tenor was Jewish, and then there's me, who was considering himself Unitarian at the time because I was working for the Unitarian Church in Bloomington, Indiana. Blue Christmas.
To a time of contemplation, of considering and pondering the season and this blue holiday ritual that we are part of today. This time of year can hold mixed and conflicting emotions, surrounded by symbols and expectations of joy and togetherness, traditions and rituals from families and communities. This can also be a time that holds pain, sadness, depression, anxiety, loneliness, or simply dread. There are layers, so many layers, that play a part in these complicated feelings. Some of the ones I name may resonate with you personally, as they do for myself. And some areas, maybe unique to you, are unnamed. Those I encourage you to acknowledge for yourself. One layer includes the myriad of physical and mental health issues that people struggle with. This includes the 1 in 5 adults living with a mental illness, as well as the 6 in 10 adults diagnosed with a chronic physical issue. While this may not necessarily create an additional struggle this time of year, for many it does, especially having to be on for extended periods. Another layer is grief that can feel sharper around the holidays, the reminder of those who are no longer around, whether due to death, distance, illness, or cutoffs. Even in the midst of a joyous event, grief and loss come up as a reminder of who isn't there. They can be stressful relationally, maybe due to the often complicated dynamics of family members and friends with all those multiple layers that can cause hurt. Being around people due to obligation more than attachment, or reminders of feelings of resentment, abandonment, and rejection. There may be too much family time and too little alone time, or there can be too much alone time and not enough connection and community time. Holidays can be stressful financially, between hosting guests, going out of town, buying gifts, attending special events, making all the additional food for celebrations, or simply the regular bills that somehow seem harder to pay this time of year. They can be triggering with the focus on feasting and partying, especially if you're one of the 1 out of 5 women or 1 in 7 men who will experience an eating disorder before the age of 40, or one of the 16.5% of the population over the age of 12 who qualifies for a substance abuse disorder. Whether it's trying to plan on how to deal with triggers or the shame associated with lapses, this time can have a significant impact. You may be busy to the point that there isn't time to just enjoy and be present due to the being in the spirit of doing. Sometimes just simply being busy means disrupted routines, overstimulation, schedules of eating and sleeping that are thrown out the window and contribute heavily to feeling off, moody, and irritable. Disruption also tends to exacerbate symptoms for certain illnesses, such as bipolar disorder. They can be exhausting for parents who have to figure out childcare options for school shutdowns, usually 2 to 3 weeks, attending various school and holiday events, dealing with their kids' emotions around the holidays, and trying to create positive times for their families while at the same time managing their own struggles. There may be sadness at what's happening in our communities, our country, our earth, knowing that when we're in a place of celebration, there are so many who are having their world as they know it destroyed. I know I didn't name everything. Saying all this doesn't negate the positive experiences of this time for others. For some, this season can mean either being in a place of joy or not. It's either this or that, and I honor that. And for many, it can also mean both at the same time to varying degrees throughout each separate day. And I honor that as well. Blue holidays can be a time to hold space for all that many of us may need, whether to be present, to slow down, to contemplate those areas, to notice where and how they show up, especially in our bodies, or to be in support of someone who may be in a very different space. This is our time as a community to honor those experiences and a way to show up for those who may be going through some of what was named. Thank you. Blessed be.
In her litany of comfort for the blue holidays, the Reverend Deborah Falk repeats this refrain. The season brings forth many feelings. We find comfort in naming these feelings, and we find some peace in being together. And she then names the grief for our losses, the pain in our bodies, the anger quaking in our hearts, hopelessness taking our spirits, uncertainty troubling our minds, loneliness isolating us. Season brings forth many feelings, and we may find comfort in naming these feelings together, such as love thriving, joy coursing through you, justice prevailing in our world, hope unlifting your spirits, clarity soothing your mind, community caring for you. Accepting all or one of these many feelings does not mean that each of us has to experience them, and nor does it mean that we're just inviting them in. Accepting means that we are aware of what's present, perhaps in our own hearts, but certainly here within our congregation. This season brings forth many feelings. We can accept them all as natural, We can make space for them all among us, and we can find comfort and peace together in this. In just a moment, we're going to share the first of 3 rituals. Silvana and I will begin to pass out, using these baskets, ornaments, and I invite you to take one. As you accept this ornament, be it a symbol of accepting awareness of the many feelings among us during these holidays. The light and the blues, all of the feelings. If you're joining on Zoom or watching on a recording, we have a bulb for you, and it's this one right here. So hang on to your ornaments once you take one, because they're coming back later in the service. So. as people of many religious languages and of none at all. Our spoken prayers are often an invitation for you to be known simply in your wholeness, all that you are feeling and experiencing and are, in relation to what has the highest and most meaning for you. It is to be known, and it is to feel that you belong. Such prayers of belonging ultimately connect us to the ultimate, and often with beautifully crafted words, and other times with silence. And somewhere in between, there are prayers that we utter, that we put into the universe, that express our connection spontaneously, like laughter. And others are unintentional, like when you stub your toe. Ow. These are all prayers. These are prayers of belonging, and they instantly express what we are feeling and put it into the world. And so I want to invite you to such a prayer of belonging that I've adapted from the teachings of Nick Page, a Unitarian Universalist musician, and Joseph Campbell, renowned mythologist. And it begins with a sound to express joy and excitement. It's an upper chest kind of thing. Ah! You can join me if you want. Ah! It's that moment that someone recognizes you. Ah! It's the time when you hear a baby's laughter. Ah! It's when a four-legged companion recognizes you at the door. Ah! And there's another sound. It's the feeling of the blues, of isolation and loneliness, and it's a lower body sound. Oh. Those moments when the night is long. Oh. When your news feed gives you just too much. Oh. And you just need a friendly face. Oh. There's another sound that we often make. It's a sound of connection. It's a sound of being a part of something bigger than ourselves. It's a rumbling in your ribs. You sit in a congregation of people, and you are welcomed in. When your celebrations do remind you of how very important you are alongside every single human being on this planet. It's a warm chocolate chip cookie or your favorite dessert. Ah. Oh. Ah. Oh. Ah. Oh. Ah. Oh. In Hinduism, the universal sound is Om. And it's uttered by a Hindu It is a unique expression of all that that individual is, connecting with the reality of all that there can be. Om. It's a cosmic sound. Begins first in silence, and it moves through our emotions, all that we are a part of in this moment, and it ends again in silence. Om. It invites who you are in connection with all that there could ever be. Om. May you feel that belonging, that connection, that interdependence with all that you are, all that we are, held in this faith community and within all that there is. Om. I invite you now to a time of meditation, of breath and of centering. Breathe in as your body allows. Breathe in and out. And welcome your place here. Breathe in and out. And know that you belong right where you are. Breathe in and breathe out. And know that you are a gift. In a season where gifts are the tradition, there is one that is needed above all others. It is you. It is you being gentle with yourself, taking the time you need to breathe each day, taking the time away from all that distracts you, taking the time to be present to your love. Be gentle to yourself. Be kind to others. What a gift it is when we are kind to others. Sometimes that's just a smile. Other times it is a regular routine and a duty. that we undertake because of that love we feel within. Be kind to others. These are gifts of caring. In this holiday season of light and of the blues, one of the ways to endure it, one of the ways to lighten the blues, make it a shorter period for yourself, is to be that gift, to be gentle with yourself and to be kind to others. It is the gift of care. That's all it is. It's a gift that we give all year round, and yet, as Summer has described, this period of time brings an intensity. It brings more. And in that, we need to bring our caring with intention. Be gentle to yourself and be kind to others. May this be your gift. That's all. Gentleness and kindness to all that you meet, whether you know them or you are meeting them for the first time. So may we choose it in this holy day season. Now, just in a moment, you're going to need that bulb, that ornament that you have. And if you're online, you can participate with us in this second ritual by just turning on your cameras so that we can see your faces. In a moment, we're going to exchange the ornaments that you have. Slowly, silently, but with care, with gentleness, and with kindness. You may not know who you are giving that ornament to. But when you receive it, regardless, do it without words. Offer a smile of thanks. Look into the face of that person and just recognize that they're here with you. For those of you online, you can share your smiles with us as you witness this ornament begin to pass among the people here, because we're going to continue to do this as long as Chris plays. Slowly and silently, but most of all, with care, gentleness, and kindness. Please rise as you're willing and able. It's not musical chairs. You can sit down anywhere. You're not going to take anybody's spot. Remember, that's only ritual too. And thank you all for joining us online. It is wonderful to see your faces. Where is that red bulb, by the way? Just lift it up. Whoever's got the red one. Oh, there it is, right there. Yeah, it's a unique, pretty red. That one's sparkly. It looks like, Donna, you might have it over there. It traveled pretty far. So you online, you are all with us through many people and their exchange, although it might be over here as well. We actually have two very similar ones. Our next song is an opportunity for us to actually invite the children also in to join us for what's coming up in our service. It is number 1060 in the Teal hymnal, and the words will be projected as we sing of hope and joy. And Joel will be leading us.
As we sing of hope and joy today, some know only anguish and despair. How can we lift our voices in this way, while some have pain and misery to spare? If a crumbling world we would renew, we must sing a ordinary song. As from a noisy gong will never do, in every breath compassion must belong. Let this song greatest hopes contain, laughter of a well-fed child its tune, is over every heartbeat its refrain, its harmony from peaceful cities hewn. Songs of joy while hammering each nail, sing of hope while pulling every reed. So shall we sing together and prevail. May every alleluia bear us seed.
Decorating a Christmas tree predates Christianity, as do many of the traditions that we have at this time of year. But that one in particular, the decorating of a Christmas tree, something that began in antiquity, thousands of years ago in Northern Europe. And I see you moving there, it inspired us to continue to do so for generations. An evergreen, outdoors, lit up by whatever means that people have had, has been an expression that we have come halfway. Congratulations. We're in between and in balance. As Unitarian Universalists, we have a little bit of the history of decorating trees as well. While the tradition came through Germany to the United States, having an indoor tree can be traced back to 1825 and the Reverend Charles and Eliza Foley. Their indoor tree inspired their Unitarian congregation so much that 200 years later today, their congregation in Lexington, Massachusetts, still continues to celebrate the decoration of indoor trees. They helped to popularize it across the United States. Now, here's something interesting about our tree here, and that is that we only anticipated having it facing the wall. And this is where our final ritual comes into play. We are going to, together and with the help of the children, take the bulbs that you have and decorate the tree. We're going to do this singing. We're going to have several different sacred songs up on the monitors. Chris will be playing, and you're going to have to organize yourselves in gentleness and in kindness. But the children will have the hooks that most of you don't have for your ornaments. So just a moment, when Chris begins to play, I will invite you to rise in body or in spirit. Whoever has the red bulb, please hang it on the little tree in front. But the rest of you are invited to come forward and to hang your bulb on our Christmas tree. For anyone who would like assistance doing so, please just remain seated and I will come and help you out. I'm just going to ask if there are any questions, but I bet there's a lot. I think the directions are probably pretty clear regardless. Let us decorate our Christmas tree and let us express our sense of belonging as a community of faith.
Let us start singing with number 118 in the gray hymnal. 118, This Little Light of Mine. That'll also be on the screen.
Please rise in body or spirit. Up there, go right ahead.
Number 235, Deck the Hall.
Season
Teal hymnals number 1064. 1064 in the Teal.
I feel no motion, standing on these mountains and plains, far away from the rolling ocean. Still my dry land heart can say, I've been sailing all my life now, never harbor or port have I known.
You got it. Yeah. We don't have to get all of them. You're doing a great job.
And the earth is my blue home. I sail and move my rudder as I ply the starry sea, leaning over the edge in wonder, casting questions into the deep, drifting here with my ship's companions, all we kindred pilgrim souls, making our way by the lights of the heaven in our beautiful blue home. Let's reclaim blue. To the waves upholding me, hail the great winds urging me on. Breathe the infinite sea before me, sing the sky my sailor song. I was born upon the fathoms, never harbor or port have I known. The wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue home.
Please be seated. This season invites many, many feelings. Whatever you are feeling, remember this. Remember who you are among so many. Remember that you belong.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. As we end today, actually quite a few announcements, and I will be pointing at various people in the crowd to actually make some of these announcements. And so the first one, Chris, if you please.
There's a slide for this. Coming up tomorrow night, tomorrow night, we're trying a new event, and I'd love for you all to come and be a part of it. It's called Winter Chill. It's a chance to come and be together and just sit together and enjoy the comfort and the quiet and the joy, but the simple joy of being together. I heard a wonderful thing this week. Robin said, does the holidays sometimes feel like you've ordered 130 boxes of chaos? This is a chance to come, drop those boxes off, and just forget about them for a little while. Come and enjoy. It's not a concert, it's not a performance, it's just a chance to come and sit. You can bring a book and read, you can meditate, you can bring a journal and write if you wish. Hell, bring your last few Christmas cards. Bring some simple, quiet knitting or crafts or something like that. We'll have some tables set up. We'll have space out in the oasis for people to sit. And if you wish to have a lovely conversation, we'll have the fire bowl lit outside, as well as we'll have some refreshments and some nice, soft, non-alcoholic drinks. And just come and enjoy the evening with us. That's Winter Chill, Monday evening, tomorrow night, 6 o'clock, right here. Hope to see you all there.
Thank you, Chris. The next one, I don't know if there's a slide, but this Thursday here at 6 o'clock, we will be celebrating the solstice celebration. The Yule ritual by the Southern Arizona CUPS chapter, Covenant of UU Pagans. And it is jointly going to be a hybrid service jointly with MVUU and UUCT. And so this Thursday at 6:30, not 6 o'clock, my apologies. And so.
If I understand right, okay, there we are. If I understand right, we'll be gathering at 6:15. I'll be here and playing for that one as well too. We'll gather at 6:15. The ritual will start at 6:30, and it's going to be fun, a cooperative service between us and the people at UUCT and a number of people who will be joining us online from all over the country. It's going to be a fun service.
Awesome. Christmas Eve. So next Sunday, Christmas Eve is next Sunday, and it means we will have both our 10:30 service and our Christmas Eve service at 6 o'clock. And so please join us for both, for one, as you are willing and able to. We would love to see you at both or either one. And so Christmas Eve next Sunday. For the next announcement, tax credits for school. Chuck, you come up.
In about a month, we're going to be in the midst of tax season. Oh. But we have an opportunity to contribute through tax credits to our school partnership ministry. There was an article last week and one in this week's newsletter with the details. I won't go over those today. So read that newsletter, but you have the opportunity to contribute to our, I think, well-merited two schools, Hendricks and Laguna, with a tax credit in the coming year. So, think about it. I'll be out on the patio if you have any questions, but if you want the details, I urge you to read the newsletter article that gives all those details. And I want to say that a couple of you have already given me checks for that, so, thank you.
And I believe it's in the newsletter. However, if any of you have any proposals that you would like to make for the budget, the hard cutoff deadline is January 10th. If you have any questions, Sally, is it okay if I point you out? Please feel free to chat with Sally afterwards or reach out to her as well. But it is in the newsletter as well if you would like to look at the information. And then our church office will be closed Christmas Day through New Year's Day. Yes, so if you have any announcements, anything you'd like to put out there, please have it in before December 23rd. And I think that's what I have for the end of our announcements. Thank you all.
Oh. You belong. You belong in a community of caring. If you need more during this time, our pastoral care team is ready to listen. I am here. Our staff are prepared. And if you just need a little something, come to the Christmas tree and take one of the blue MVUU ornaments. Just that one, not all the others. The blue MVUU ornaments, and take that home with you. That is yours. It is your reminder that you are Mountain Vista Unitarian Universalists and that you belong. And with that, we extinguish our flame, but never our sense of togetherness.
And after a service like that, I invite you to do your best stand and do your best Peanuts dance.
We're going to stay here for this. All right.
Glad you were here.